to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so you continue to get that daily Gamecocks coverage every single day. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. Today was the first step, y'all. Today was the first step of the Lady Gamecocks march to the national championship, back to back. Today, the Gamecocks did what the Gamecocks do. We're dominant against Norfolk State, against those Norfolk State Spartans. Norfolk State is and was a very pesky team. Very pesky team. Their defense gave the Gamecocks problems. And if you're not familiar with Norfolk State is a HBCU. They won the MEAC, and they led the country in defense. Now, I know that we all know the resumes matter. Resumes matter. But they came in with a #1 defense, and at times, they clapped down on the Gamecocks. They did. Got to give them credit. Got to give them credit. But this is the Gamecocks. This is the Gamecocks. And they always find a way. They always find a way. We got Don Staley on the coaching staff. Got Don Staley on the coaching staff, so you got to find a way to break down any defense that's thrown at them. That's what we do. That's how we roll. And at the end of the day, the score was a blowout. 72-40, 32 points. The backups played a whole lot, which is what I said in the first place. I mean, everybody played. Damn near everybody scored. It was wonderful. So in celebration of the Gamecocks beating Norfolk State, in celebration of Gamecocks winning and going on to play South Florida on Sunday, we have to do our celebration shot. So if you are a Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will fan, if you roll with me, you already know how I do. But so get your adult beverage of choice. It could be what I got today is some tequila. It could be some rum. It could be some ginger ale. It could be some water. It could be some soda. It could be some bright and early. It could be some whatever you want. Whatever you want. But we're doing a shot to the Gamecocks as we move on to Sunday, as we take on the South Florida Bulls. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. Gamecocks. Gamecock fans. Columbia, South Carolina. It's going down again on Sunday. But we're going to talk about the game today. This was not a great game by the Gamecocks. It wasn't a great game by the Gamecocks. And it's hard. The Gamecocks haven't lost a game since last year against Kentucky in the SEC championship. Haven't lost the game. So every team, every time we play, gets their best. And it's hard sometimes to get up for teams when you're favored by 49.5 points. Not saying that was the reason. Not saying that that's the reason at all that the Gamecocks came out a little sluggish. Not saying that at all. Not saying that at all. But I will say this. They played a, how can I say? Norfolk State, record 26-6. Played some decent teams throughout the year. Gamecocks playing at home, #1 team in the country the last 2 years, going for their second national championship back-to-back. I'm not saying that the Gamecocks played bad. I'm not saying that because you win by 32 points. I'm not saying that. But the Gamecocks did not have their A game today. Did not have their A game today. If you're watching the game, which I know you did because you're a Gamecocks fan, the Gamecocks missed a lot of shots that they normally wouldn't miss. That's a fact. The Gamecocks missed a ton of free throws today. That's a fact. This score could have easily been 50 plus, maybe 60 points. But the Gamecocks missed shots and that they normally wouldn't miss. That's basketball, right? That's basketball. I expect the Gamecocks on Sunday to play that B+ to A type game. Today was a C. I give it a C to C minus-ish for the Gamecocks standards, and still won by 32 points. And I love when it sounds kind of crazy, but I love when Norfolk State got like 2 steals and scored back-to-back baskets. Don Staley called that timeout, got in their face, told them this is what we're going to do. This is the standard, and I love that. It doesn't matter who you are playing. Because those Norfolk State kids was playing their heart out. But there was lapses today. And Don Staley got in their grill to let them know that I'm still Don Staley. And I love it. I love it. The bench played a whole lot. Raven Johnson doing what Raven Johnson does. Raven Johnson today, if the Gamecocks had made some of these easy baskets, Raven Johnson could have easily had 12 assists. Easily. She was on her game with the passes, with the defense, with the steals. Raven Johnson. Next year, with Malaysia coming in, the backcourt that we're going to have next year will be the most sensational, exciting backcourt South Carolina's ever seen. I dare to say, next year, with Malaysia and Raven Johnson running the 1 and the 2, will be one of the most fun backcourts to watch in NCAA history. I've said it right now. Both of them are sensational. And both of them will be running the 1 and the 2 next year. If you don't know who Malaysia is, you better Google her and find out. But Raven Johnson is the quintessential point guard, and we have her. 2 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. She is a baller by every sense of the word and gives outstanding defense. Aliyah Boston does what Aliyah Boston does, played minimum minutes. She was a little off today, missing multiple free throws. That was kind of weird watching Aliyah miss multiple free throws and some gimme shots that she normally hit. I'm not worried about Aliyah at all. Best player in the country. She'll be dominant on Sunday. She still has 7 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks. Almost got a double-double, didn't even play a whole lot. Okay? Brea Beal did what she does. Brea Beal is so sensational. I just love her. 6 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. I cannot say enough about Brea Beal's defense. She just locks down whoever she wants to. It doesn't matter. She reminds me, and for your old heads, y'all know what I'm talking about. She reminds me of Gary Payton back in the day. He played for the Seattle Supersonics. That's what she reminds me of. Gary Payton. Back in the day, Gary Payton, when we was watching the NBA a whole lot back in the day, Gary Payton's name was the glove. And Brea Beal is the glove of women's college basketball. She is the glove. When she wants to lock you up, she will lock you up. And I'm praying. This is what Cap Willis praying. I am praying that we see Caitlin Clark somewhere down the road. I'm praying for that because I want to see it. I want tickets. I want a front row to see how Brea Beal would defend Caitlin Clark. How Caitlin Clark will get around Brea Beal. I always say Brea Beal because I love the way I know her name is Brea. I know, but she's like a daughter of mine. I got a play daughter, and I call her Brea. So, Brea, I love you, girl. I want to see how Brea Beal handles Caitlin Clark. And I know I'm getting ahead of myself. We still got to get past South Florida. We got to get past South Florida. And South Florida won in overtime against Marquette. They won 67-65 in overtime. Marquette was handling them, right? They were handling them. They was up by 11. South Florida came back, fought back, and defeated them in overtime. And they got their own 1-2 punch. Now, we got Zion Cook and Aliyah Boston. We got, matter of fact, we got Zion Cook and Aliyah Boston, Brea Beal. But They got their own 1-2 punch, and it's led by 6'4" senior and Dulcy Mednjiadeu. Probably messed the name up. I am, but I get it right. She had 22 points, 16 rebounds. Post player, center. And then Elena Tsineke. I know I'm saying that wrong. And she had 13 points and 4 rebounds. So their 1-2 punch is going against our 1-2-3 punch. And I tell you this right here. By any combination of the thing. Okay, so Elena, you about to meet Brea Beal. That's who you about to meet. You about to meet Brea Beal. Okay? First off. So, and then Dulcy, you are a baller. You a baller, but you about to meet Aliyah Boston. And Aliyah gets tired, you're going to meet Camila Cardozo. And if Camila Cardozo gets tired, you're going to meet Ashlyn Watkins and Sanaa Fagan. Y'all, I'm just saying. Sunday, there's levels to this. There are levels to this situation. And you're about to meet the top level. Back in the day, they had the Dungeons and Dragons. Was it Dungeons and Dragons? I can't remember. What, it was Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong? Whatever the game. Dragons? I don't remember what it was. But whatever game, it would be like you playing the video game and you get to like the big boss and you have to fight the big boss. Well, we the big boss. We the big boss. You reach the top level, so you about to hit it right now. South Florida. So you better suit up, rest, stretch, and get ready for the Gamecocks. Ready for the Gamecocks. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. You are not rocking with the best. Since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will.